called Pure Magic, right? Pure Magic. We're going to use this for the earth signs. We're not doing them first, but I just wanted to let you guys know. I think I might use them for all the signs, actually, and kind of just, like, get the vibe for them, unless I feel drawn to do something else. But it's Aries season, so we're going to start with all the fire signs. It is very pretty. It's really cool. I'll show you guys some of the cards. But yeah, we're going to start with fire signs because it's Aries season officially today. Spring equinox, astrological new year. Lots of cool stuff here going on. So this means we're going to do Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius placements. If you guys know me, you know the drill, right? It was a great class. Yeah, thank you so much. You missed me screaming. Oh, thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you. Oh my god, look at all the Aries. I love it. Bring in the Aries people right now, because I know all you guys, the Aries, you guys all know. It's like me being pissed off. You guys feel me on a deep level. But anyways, if you don't have your chart, you know the drill. It's in my bio. It's in the link. Thanks for the fire. The link in my bio has 2 websites that I use. There's like a free natal chart, and then I think it says like natal chart number 2 or birth chart number 2. I use both of those if you don't have your chart, but we're going to be basically doing sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I feel a little bit restricted today with the energies, so I'm not going to do my normal spiel about all the other placements. If you want to check for love and money, check your Venus. If you want to check, whatever else, do a quick Google search. Jupiter is normally abundance, but today I feel like we're just going to narrow this down to sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I feel like some of this is going to be probably a little bit of like, I think love and relationships will come out, but I don't know how much they will. So yeah, 7th house ruler will definitely help you with relationships, but sun, moon, rising, Venus primarily, we're going to focus on that. We're going to do the fire signs. We're going to do earth signs after that, and then we're going to do air and water. Okay. So this is collective for the elements, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. I know sometimes people aren't quite sure. So for right now, sun, moon, rising, Venus, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We're going to start with this. And I'm going to get my fucking shit together. I wonder what the moon is in right now, too, actually. Kind of wonder. Taurus, Gemini, moon. Okay. I kind of like that combo. Okay. So, Aries, Leo, Sag. What do we got? What do we got for you guys? Cat's like, can't wait to get out of here. Oh. Yeah, we're just going to pull the card because it's kind of hard to shuffle these since they're new. So we're going to pull one. It's easier that way. Plus, so these cards are kind of on the thinner side, which makes me kind of nervous that I'm going to manhandle them, to be honest. We're going to see. Oh, you're kidding. If the moon is in Scorpio, I'm going to die. Because the combination of Aries season with Scorpio moon is exactly why I feel so spicy today. Because that's fucking Mars and Mars energy, depending on which way you look at it. Alright, so in true fire sign fashion, Aries, Leo, Sag, you guys have Burning Man. Shocker, right? Shocker. Collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of Cups, and celebration. That's what this bad boy looks like. Look at that. Beautiful. Yeah, because I know last night the moon was in Libra, so I think that we're not gonna have this type of day. But anyways, What's on the bottom? Oh, salamander. Creative work, infinite wisdom, and alchemy. Ooh, very interesting. Oh, yeah, that's what the card looks like. Sorry. Okay. Let's read that, because this is the first time I've used this deck, so we're learning together. We're going to do this together. Where is it? Did I pass it? Oh, okay. An effigy of massive proportions, the Wicker Man presents the grandeur of the gods above man as a literal way of creating a magical vessel to facilitate a closer connection to the chosen deity. In some traditions, he represents the king of harvest during the specific season. At other ritual times, he represents a way for offerings to be grouped together in collective power with a community or coven. Constructing the Wicker Man as a vessel of grand devotion takes an enormous amount of time, preparation, labor, and skill. It can never be completed by one person alone. Oh, it's still in Libra? Okay, that's why I was wondering if it switched over or not. But anyways. When Druids were first recorded by the Romans, they were revered as chiefs and priests of divinity, respected and admired for their devotion and way of life. But later they were cast as savages, their spiritual practices warped and spun as barbaric acts deemed immoral in the high society of social norms at the time. Contrary to popular belief, the burning Wicker Man is an effigy used simply as a means to converse more closely with the divine as a collective. The greater the wicker and the closer the devoted are, the further the prayer could travel to reach the gods. In today's neo-pagan practices, a grand Wicker Man is often used as a vessel for symbolic offerings and can still be seen during annual festivals in Scotland, America, and the United Kingdom. This says, can you feel the energy rising? The time now is for celebration, and you must not forgo the moment of experience with your community. It's funny, because here we are, right? Take 3 cups and celebrate your wins, however small or large that they might be. Some small pieces of magic or prayer can be enough as a remedy, but at other times, larger vessels will be needed to push through the higher barrier. This is a call for you to go grandly in your magic and expand its working with another. 2 energies are better than 1 after all. And then they have little pure magic spells in these. And this one says, to give thanks to your guides and angels, take 3 ceramic cups and 3 small scrolls of paper. Write the 3 things you are most grateful for in your life right now on each scroll, achievements you want to celebrate. One of the laws of this universe is that the things you give the most thanks for will be returned to you many times. Light a candle and ignite the scrolls one by one with its flame, dropping each scroll carefully into a cup. Imagine your words of gratitude and appreciation being sent heavenward with the flames, allowing a beautiful space for even more reasons to celebrate to be sent to you. I love that. That's very beautiful. Burning Man for all the fire signs. Shocking. Shocking. What am I going to do? I kind of want to use this deck, actually. I haven't used this one in a while. Yeah, so I said this at the beginning. I'm not sure if you were here. But so I am trying to build a website totally different. So my website does not work right now. But what you can do is just skip that step. And you can email me, hello@caseyleighreiki.com. And I can just email you and we can talk about, prices and scheduling and all that jazz. But thank you guys for being patient with me while I try to figure it out. It's just taken me a while. It's much more difficult than I had anticipated, so. Yeah. Depends on your chart and placements, yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, it depends on also where you are, like, in the world. Because for me, it might already be in Scorpio. But, I'm trying to double check. Moon phase. There we go. For me, right now, it says 0 degrees Scorpio. So for some people, it may not be in Scorpio yet, because that is the beginning degree. It's been there for like a minute. So, you know. But anyways, fire signs. Oh, I actually did not know that they did this, but AstroSeek, which is linked in my bio there, that's the website I use for my natal chart. the moon sign, on certain days, it also lists you organs that are influenced by that moon sign, which is so interesting. So today it says kidney, urethra, urinary bladder, veins, and skin. That's interesting. Weird. So far, my fire placements here, really an emphasis on leaning on your community to help you reach, like, maybe higher consciousness, or to help you reach higher frequency, higher vibration, whatever that may be. But this basically talks about Three of Cups, right? That's what it connects it to. Three of Cups and celebration. It's about Three of Cups, right? That's what it connects it to. Three of Cups and celebration. You are releasing something, and I think more in a sense of it's celebratory, right? So it's like you take those scrolls, those little pieces of paper, you write those things you love so much and you're so grateful for, you're happy for. You light those on fire in a sense to say, like, I'm happy for them, and send that energy up. So I really like that a lot. I see this as community, celebration, the release, of course, because with fire there's release. There's also the purification with fire too. So it allows you to kind of appreciate those things, like lay them to rest, so to speak, like fully release. So appreciate, release. This is super interesting. Oh, there's two. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Wow, you guys have huge, this sounds really cliche, I know, I'm really sorry, but you guys have huge blessings coming your way for sure right now. You guys have been putting in work, balancing where you need to, possibly in something that makes you feel stable, secure, putting work into maybe your career and elevating that way. But Six of Pentacles is all about balance. Pentacles could be finances, that's why I say that, but it could also be, like I said, your security. But it's creating a solid foundation, right? And I mean, I feel like this is you guys right now, even though you guys are, you know, fire signs. I feel like this is you. This is you being the Queen of Pentacles. Look at that. Intemperance. Patience. And look at the fire also element in this one versus the Burning Man too. This is Sagittarius with Temperance. So I love that so much. That Temperance and Queen of Pentacles. This makes me feel like you guys are in this energy right now, which is a lot of just like due diligence and like putting your work in to get your shit accomplished. It's just like getting your shit together, pretty much. Honestly, if I'm gonna word it in any type of way, this is y'all putting the work in, getting shit done, checking off those to-do list things, right? So this is what I'm saying. The first card that came out was Six of Pentacles. So I feel like fire signs, you guys are really putting in work. It is a balance, sometimes with Six of Pentacles. It's also this hierarchy, so it could be like receiving resources or money in a place where you either were not receiving it before or in an unexpected type of area. I don't know where you guys have Aquarius in your chart, but I just get these like Uranus vibes. So I would check where Uranus is and also where Aquarius is in your chart, because I get the sense of getting it from places you didn't expect to receive money or finances. So if you guys are looking to manifest money, create more abundance, some type of way, I think you guys are going to get it in a really unexpected place. Because, ooh, the chills. Wow, okay, and then you have the Tower here. So this is Mars energy, Aries, Scorpio, okay? The Tower coming out next to the Six of Pentacles is also what makes me feel like you might be getting that balance you need, possibly financially, in a very unexpected place. Because the Tower is just going to be that moment of like, I didn't see that coming. It's a lightning strike, right? It's this like, oh, whoa, hold on a second. Wow. Like, wow, did not see that coming. And then tie that in further, you have Three of Wands reversed, which can oftentimes be the same thing, which is that came kind of like out of left field. I didn't expect to get that. I didn't expect to get that support. because Six of Pentacles, right? I didn't expect to get the support. I didn't expect to get that balance that I was looking for. I didn't expect to receive that type of just like gift from the universe. Or maybe because we had the community with the Burning Man, maybe this is like, I didn't expect to receive that from my community. I didn't expect to receive that, you know, at all in any way, shape, or form. And with this, it's kind of like when you release or maybe let go, kind of burning, being purifying, cleansing, clearing, what have you, when we can embody that type of energy and just kind of like release what we're holding onto to the universe, to the world, release that off of our own energetic field, I feel like we're just kind of creating space, right? Like I said, spring equinox, beginning of Aries season, astrological new year. So I feel like it's just kind of just like new beginnings. Like you release a lot of this, and then all of a sudden, there it is in a very unexpected way with the Tower. I mean, the Tower it's unexpected. It can be an epiphany. It doesn't have to be like a legit thing like handed to you, but it can be someone being like, hey, I have this really great, if we're talking about money, right? I have this really great project. I'd love for you to be a part of it. I want you to work on this with me. I want you to be my partner on it. You know, a business idea, whatever. It could be anything. It could be literally someone being like, hey, you know, I just got hired at this job and they're looking for a ton of people. Like, they're looking for people like you. You'd be a great fit for the team. It could be in a ton of different ways. But I feel like you guys are getting money unexpectedly, or you are getting resources that you need, that you're thinking of unexpectedly. It's like, the more that I feel this awakening, the more I feel like the veil is just thin as hell, or honestly doesn't exist at all. I feel like some of you guys feel that too, that the veil is suddenly feeling as though it does not exist and it's not there. So it's kind of like a this like free-for-all grab bag style type of thing, where you're just like, I want to manifest more money, I want to manifest more abundance some way in my life. And as you're thinking it and, you know, staying in this energy of like, let me celebrate though, in the meantime, let me celebrate myself, let me celebrate what I already do have. And then you get that weird Tower moment of like, oh my God, wow, like that's awesome. I did not expect to get that today or this week or whatever. So I like this a lot actually for you guys. Three of Wands reverse, like I said, it's just kind of like feeling like I had no idea that was coming. This can also, like if we're reading by the book, indicate that there is a period in your life, this whatever this unexpected thing is with the Tower, right? This can be like, I feel like I don't have the so what I'm looking for, like it feels like one or two of you, it doesn't feel like a lot of you, like almost are having trouble accepting it, and it could be for a variety of reasons, but this can sometimes feel like I don't have that vantage point, I can't kind of see, so there might be a little bit of like money blocks, a couple of money blocks or something like that, issues with your root chakra, past life stuff that you've brought over from there to here, having to do with abundance, of security, of stuff like that. So I feel like it's only for like one or two of you, where you're like, I want to accept this, but I feel uncomfortable, you know? I feel a little bit uncomfortable because, like, it's suspicion. Will I keep getting it? Will I continue to see this? Or getting it and being, like, having that mentality of, like, will it get taken away? Will I lose it? So there's some weird money block shenanigans going on. And before Amber and Shay asked me, yes, I'm listening to myself. After that, you also have Ten of Pentacles, which is absolutely wonderful because that says to me that that's the treasure that you're getting. You are not going to see it coming. This is what this is. You don't have the vantage point. You can't see. You can't see from where you're at. This person normally is above everything else, looking over. They have a clear view. Here, there's no clear view. There's absolutely no clear view. So you're just kind of lost in the sauce, like, fucking what's gonna happen now? And you guys might feel the energy before it gets to you too. Like, I feel a change. I feel it coming. Like, I feel something shifting. This isn't gonna be a normal, you know, a normal move. It's not going to be a normal job. It's not going to be a normal period in my life. Like, I feel like you guys are like, I feel like something is going to very much change, and not only change on like a personal level, but change the trajectory of everything else, right? I'm not saying I told you so, but listen. So Ten of Pentacles is like, you got the stuff, right? You found the treasure chest. That's what this is. And look how happy he is in there. Did you see this? Look at him. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. So this says to me that you get that like gift, like it feels more like a gift, and the universe is like, hey, do you want a sack of money? And you're like, I'll take a sack of money. Like, that's, yeah, the vibe. After that, you also have the Four of Swords here, which I think this is just, I don't know if you guys are doing this, but if you're not doing it, this is saying that after you get it, Spirit wants you to just like take a deep breath. Like, you can relax, dude. Like, for a second, you can relax. Like, you can take a deep breath, you can sit down, you can have your cup of coffee without feeling like you're just holding it, fucking vibrating, wondering what the fuck is gonna happen to you because you're constantly fucking worried about the future and what it's gonna bring to you. Like, you can take a deep breath for a second. You can take a deep breath. You get to take that sack of money, and I almost get the sense of, like, I'm seeing someone just kind of, like, take it and put whatever they have. I'm just seeing it as, like, an overall, like, energy, like, seeing it in front of them, like, on the table or something, and then just being, like, and just staring at it. There's so much, like, disbelief of, like, I didn't think I was going to pull that off. Like, I didn't think I was going to be able to get that. I didn't think I was going to get that money, get that job, get that whatever. But y'all are doing it, okay? From that moment on, the only other card that we had was the Ace of Swords reversed, which only says to me that during that moment where it's a little bit quiet in your mind, I need you to not spiral. That's for those of you who these subconscious blocks are coming through, where you're like, will I lose it? Will I get more? Can I sustain this? Can I keep doing it? Will I get what I need after this point? Or is it just, I feel like you guys are, like, doubting yourself. Like, is this just a lucky moment in time, or will this keep going? So this is to say here that you're going to block your abundance if you do that, okay? Don't block your abundance. Don't spiral. Don't go down a deep, dark, rabbit hole, okay? We don't need you to do that. You're not Alice. This is in Wonderland, okay? So this here says to me exactly that. You have abundance coming in. Remember the Burning Man that you got to release, let go, send it to spirit, and then it's just like manifesting. You take those things that you're grateful for, and then you also ask for what you want. I would like XYZ, but I am also grateful for blah, blah, blah that I have. Light that shit on fire, send it up to spirit. Thanks so much. Love you too. And then you just stay in the energy. Bada bing, bada boom. Comes right to you. You know what I'm saying? The depression portal. Don't let that shit happen to you, okay? Oh, wow. Look at underneath that, too. Are you fucking serious? Dang. Look at that. That was the next card. That's crazy. Fire signs. What the fuck? Ace of Wands is beautiful. That's the next card, dude? Are you serious? That's the next card, dude? Like, this is so much abundance. And Ace of Wands is also this, like, happiness and excitement. Hi, Felix. Happiness and excitement. It's newness. It's having that, like confidence back, that fiery confidence. I think when you get this and you receive it, like I said, you can breathe a little bit. You can take a mental rest. And then you feel better about yourself. You feel more confident going out into the world because you're like, I'm supported. It's evidence that you were supported. So if you're asking for signs or you're asking for something like that, and you're just like, all right, like, show me whatever to let me know, this is them showing you. I'm here to deliver said message. That this is your sign, this is your validity, your clarification, this is what you needed. I'm here to tell that to you, okay? Okay, fire signs. You guys have abundance coming in, okay? And if you were on my last live, then you'll probably remember, maybe, I talked about this for fire signs specifically. Totally wicked, dude. Righteous. I love you so much. So my last live that I did, fire signs, what I got for you guys was specifically that you would be seeing 444 as a very direct confirmation that you would be receiving what you wanted or you were on the right path. So if you guys didn't catch that last time, it still applies, okay? This is like for the foreseeable future. Like, I'm seeing that very clearly with no time frame. For the foreseeable future, you will be seeing 444 every time you're getting that clarification from spirit. When you see that, you got to take it as like, all right, cool, I'll keep doing that. All right, cool, got it. All right. You know what I'm saying? Mic drop. So keep that in mind, okay? Okay. All right, Felix, you're crazy. I fed you twice. You're crazy. But I'm going to move on. So I love you guys so much. As an Aries and Aries Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Midheaven, Sag Lilith, Aries Mercury, Leo Jupiter person. I can tell you right now that I resonate. Yesterday I bought 2 rings. They were 44. Yes, absolutely. I was seeing it like crazy. Like yesterday I caught 555 also on my computer while I was working on my website, and then I had 555 emails. I got like a notification text from a company that I was trying to like reset my password for, and the text they sent me, the number was 88811. I was like, what the fuck? I would not want to get you mad. You know, you don't. Because not only will I fucking explode, but then I'm never gonna let it down. I try really hard to let shit go. Like, I don't think I'm that bad, like, in terms of, like, holding grudges and shit like that, but there are definitely plenty of times where I'm like, you're gonna get the full force of what's going on. But I think my Pisces rising, like, kind of tones it down for me, to be honest. Pisces rising tones it down in my top 3, but my Aries Mercury really fucking, yeah, can be a little aggressive. I don't mean to come off the way that I do sometimes, and people tend to, like, not, you know, I feel like you need to give, like, a preface with the way that I am, to be like, I'm not screaming, I'm just very much so, like, adamant, or being, like, black and white on this, you know, and here's how I'm gonna do that. So, yes, Minnie. So, if you guys didn't hear me in the beginning and you're interested, please, would love so much if you guys could go and support me on Patreon, support me on Discord. I really want to be able to do this full time and make more content for you guys and be a full-time creator, and this is my attempt at doing so. So Patreon and Discord is so helpful. There are 3 tiers there, so they're not going to break the bank, but, you know, every one of you joining my Discord community is all I could ask for. I love you guys so much, and it's my way of also giving back to you as well. The highest tier that I have also gives you a discount to all of my services too. So being a part of that, the highest tier on my Patreon gives you discounts. And you'll also get early access to stuff on the highest tier of, like, you'll get first dibs on classes, on workshops, on shit like that too. So the Discord is where it's at. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Kylie, a lot. So trying to figure out how to be a stay-at-home mom and still bring an income. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sag rising. Big fan of Sag risings, as Amber knows. But anyways, all right, we got a goose fraba, if you will, for a second. We're going to get into earth signs. So this is for those of you who have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn in your chart as either your sun, your moon, your rising sign, or your Venus sign. Of course, there are other placements to check. I'm not going to go into all the details, but feel free to check things like your North Node, your Jupiter, the ruler of your 7th house as well. Okay, you can check for anything. Sometimes I watch videos or readings for wherever the moon is. Like if we have a full moon or a new moon, gives you a great idea of like what the fuck is happening in the world. So you know what I'm saying? I do these by Mimi. I do these by element. So we're doing all the earth signs, and then I'm going to be doing all the air afterwards. Happy spring equinox. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, I want to get an idea of what's going on with y'all. I know that there are crows on this deck, but I really do feel like earth signs right now, like, the crows are important for you. I don't know why I feel that, but I feel like the crows are important and birds are important, like, in general right now for the earth signs, okay? So that could be a multitude of different things. If there's one in particular that you keep seeing, like if you keep seeing crows or you keep seeing cardinals or things like that, I would look into those, look up the symbolism for them. But I think overall, oh my god, Felix, I think overall birds in general are something that is going to be important for you. You have to get down, buddy. So yeah, so I think we're going to start there because that's coming through really strong for me. Like I said, the deck has crows on it, but it's like, I'm seeing like a murder of crows. Like I am seeing like a field of them. There's a lot of them. Keep seeing hawks. Yeah. I literally was Googling if there are crows here. That my grandma painted there. Oh, love that. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, so there's like, there's definitely that type of energy coming around. Like I said, it's not just like one that I'm seeing a lot of them. Like I am seeing a lot of them, and I really feel like there's some sort of energy that you guys need to embody right now. I'm trying to tap more into it. There's this very like crone type of energy. Oh, chills. Oh, okay. There's a very crone type of energy that I think you guys need to embody and need to make a part of your daily routine, or it's something, some type of energy you need to embody to accomplish something, to overcome something, to get something done in your life. Yes, Shay. So what I actually kind of want to do in a second is pull out the archetypes deck, because I think there's a crone card in there. And I really want, I kind of really want to read that for you. So I'm going to hold on a second, okay? Let's get this. I really want to read this for some reason. It's a massive deck that we're going to be opening real quick. I have to get this out of there. I'm pretty sure there's a crone card. I'm not going to probably go through the whole deck to find the card, but the images are in the book, so we're going to try to find that instead. But let's see if I can find that. Okay, so mother, father. I think it might be in here. Oops. I'm almost positive it is in here. Ah, it is. Here we go. Okay. So the crone. So it's also, there it is. It's also with a crow. Okay. That's what it looks like in this deck. Okay. The witch, the old woman, and the sage. The crone has a difficult time tolerating superficial, petty, day-to-day musings. She moves away from such relationships and seeks a deeper path, even if this means a more solitary life. The crone is the master of letting go and residing in what is. She rejects nothing. The crone is often seen with the crow, smoke, night, and the moon. Oh, Felix. When in light, it says magic, clairvoyant, psychic, intuitive, and wise. When in dark energy, vindictive, bitter, isolated, and ostracized. If you want to go deeper, it says look up, I think it's pronounced Hecate, or Hecate, Hecate. A lot of people are probably calling her, like, Hecate, or something like that. Baba Yaga and Lilith. So if you guys are into that, then check that shit out, because that's coming through pretty fucking aggressively. And then this is the definition I'm going to read to you, okay? The crone has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She is the final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of maiden, mother, and crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above the world of duality. She laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she has seen the earth churning, smoldering, taking life, and giving life. The crone energy accepts everything in, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. Her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. Wow, that gave me chills. That gave me chills, dude. Again, that's what it looks like one more time. So I'm glad that I read it, because I really felt like that was something that you guys needed. So they're saying, for me, at least, it could be different for all of you, because energy is fluid. So it might be something that you already feel like you're embodying. But if you are not, this is definitely Spirit's way of saying, in order for you to overcome some sort of obstacle that you will have or are having in your life right now, you need to embody the energy of the crone. Someone who's been there, done that, got the t-shirt, okay? That's what they want you to embody right now. As someone who has seen both sides of life, someone who is letting things, again, being in a receptive state, they come in, they go when they're ready, you're open and kind of objective and just there with your wisdom when someone needs you, but you're not like interjecting, you're just kind of letting life pass you by right now. Not in like a, like, let's just life pass me by and I'm not doing anything. It's not as like whimsical, it's more so just like, you have been through some shit, and now it's your time to kind of sit back and let life unfold for a second, okay? Okay, now I'm going to shuffle this and get a card, and then tarot cards, okay? Well, it makes sense with the crow, right? I got multiple t-shirts. That's what I'm saying. I got the whole fucking collection at this rate, so. What are you doing? Stop that. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. 22, mask number. Love that. The blueprint that there's so much. Yes. I love that. So Christy, as far as Patreon Discord goes, you have to go download Discord as like a totally separate app. I don't know if you like know that or not. But you should automatically be joined into Discord if you like set yours up, and now that you are a member, you would just have to connect them. But you have to go and download Discord. So drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, ooh, magnificence, and witness. Interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. So this is about power and control. Being the crone, like you have more self-control, I think, here. Because underneath that, you have telekinesis, influence, willpower, control, and obstacle. Or obstacles, rather. Interesting. This is like an energy of winding down. It's an energy of kind of like... It's an energy of rest, is what this feels like, okay? The crone, again, having the wisdom, seen it, been there, done that. This is a time to kind of like, to rest and go into like a quieter place or like a darker place, hence drawing down the sun, okay? And then witness really describes the energy here that I was talking about, being observant, seeing the world kind of pass you by or just watching it unfold, just in a neutral place. But willpower and control. You guys, I feel like, know the influence that you have. Like, you know the way the world works for the most part, you know, based off of everything that you guys have accomplished and done and what you've been through, the shit you've gone through and overcome. That now that has taught you so much about life, where you're like, I don't need to interject here. I don't need to defend myself here. I don't really need to convince people to like me. You know, I don't need to do that convincing, like, I know who I am and what I'm capable of. I don't need it, okay? I love that so much. I'm going to do that today in Discord. Yeah, Krista, you might have to troubleshoot after, because you should be able to easily just connect. Because I think everyone else has just popped in there at this point. So it should work. Okay, yeah, let me know if you have struggles. We can always chit-chat about that afterwards. We'll troubleshoot. Okay. Earth signs. Yeah, you guys have just been there, done that. It's a very mature type of energy, in my opinion, at least. That's the way I feel about it, so. R.I.P. to the plants. Okay. I kind of feel like there's like there's some sort of like meeting place or something that they're telling me about for earth signs. I don't know what that means. But I'm hearing, like, there's, like, a certain, like, particular place that you're meant to go, or, like, you're meant to, like, to be. Like, and it has this sense of, like, it has to be found. It's, like an Easter egg type of feeling. Like, it has to be found, but there's, like, this strange meeting place that you guys need to show up. I don't know if it's symbolic or if it's a legit place, but it feels like you guys have something very particular showing up for you in terms of a location. That's so interesting. Like, I just see, like, bare feet coming up to this, like line, almost. Like, in a sense of, like, you're, like crossing, like, the threshold into this. Oh, you're kidding me. Why are you gonna do this to me right now? Do you guys want to take a wild guess what deck it's in? This one. Stupid. It's in here. Why? Threshold. I'm just seeing, like, the feet. Like, I'm seeing feet. And I think it is the card in here that is literally called Threshold. I feel like I pulled it not that long ago, too. That's so frustrating. Hold on. Oh, it's right here. Yep, there it is. Yeah, there's the feet. The Threshold. Oh my god. Should I just keep this deck out then, I guess? Like, I'm confused. Like, you're not being very clear. I guess. Okay, of course, it's right on the bottom. Threshold. This is what it looks like. So I was seeing, like, the feet. Yeah, like, and it's funny, too, because the Threshold has these colors in it, so very, like, fiery energy, and you had Drawing Down the Sun, which says Wildfire and Divine Masculine. You know? So, you got some weird fucking shit going on here, okay? You also have this card at the bottom, Baraka, which is Power, Strength, Force, and Expansion. There's a lot of fiery energies here for you guys that are, you know, earth signs. You might have fire in your chart, or you might feel this fiery, like, passion kind of burning within, literally. But Threshold, okay? I'm gonna read that. I honestly feel like I should just... I'm just gonna use this deck, because every time I try to tap in, I feel like I just... Yeah, okay. So, I don't know how I'm gonna, like, shuffle this, really. This deck is kind of difficult to do so. But I'm just gonna trust that Spirit gives me the right thing. And we're gonna pull maybe one or two out of here, because this feels so much more of, like, a tangible energy. Shocking. That I feel like it's something that I need this deck for. Because I feel like it's something that you need to embody and something that you haven't reached yet, which might be why I kept feeling like a location. But the Threshold, meaning there are two things meeting, right, in one place. That's too many, that's a lot. Two things meeting or joining together, right? That is so rude. The Threshold for what? Like, what are those? Okay, two things. You guys are really gonna do this to me? Okay. I'm gonna take the one that's on the top, because this is way too many. Ow! Alright. Jesus. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, but this is the other one. Look at that, like, full moon right in the middle, too. You guys might have something to do with sacred geometry also, because of that shape in the center. I think we talked about the Threshold, Amber. But this looks like a gear to me. So I almost get this intuitive sense that you need to get the gears turning on something, and Spirit's almost waiting for you to arrive at something. Arrive at a conclusion. In the Crow, yes. I work with sacred geometry. Oh my god, I love that. Yes! like arrive at a conclusion, arrive at a certain type of energy, like arrive at a physical place. But I was hearing like a meeting place. Like it literally is this place where two things come together, where two things are unifying and becoming one. Because we did talk about, briefly, the divine masculine. It couldn't have something to do with the masculine versus feminine, right? I feel like we gotta like, these cards are still like so stiff because I just got them, so I feel like I have to like do this. Oh, come back here. Yelling at me, I need to meditate more, and I have 4 kids. Yeah, no wonder it's hard. Yeah, threshold here and this other gear makes me feel like you're definitely on your way, like you're heading towards it or something, but it just feels like, yeah, like it doesn't feel so much like an awakening, but like this thing that needs to be like sought. I can't explain it other than that. It's something that is being sought, and maybe this could be happening on this like subconscious level, because which could be like past life related to so like the feet that I am seeing kind of like similar to this in a way. The way I'm seeing it is children's feet. That's the way I'm seeing it in my vision, in my third eye, is I'm seeing it as a young child, specifically a boy, like a young boy. And it's like a field, like I was saying before. I was talking about like the field of crows. It gives me very much like middle of nowhere vibes. Very much middle of nowhere vibes. Yeah, this is like Midwest. That's so weird. This is like Midwest. These are I don't know what those are called. Are they like cornfields? Where it's all like very like yellowy, like bland type of colors. Is that cornfield? But it's all like devoid of color. It's just very bland, very like meh looking. It doesn't seem like anything is really like alive there, but I get the sense of like it's somewhere that this child though is familiar with. Like they grew up there, so they're like a wheat field. Yeah, thank you. It's something like that. Because I just see like no color. And it's somewhere where that boy has grown up, or he's just so used to the area or the property or whatever. He's used to that. So this could be a totally separate thing. I don't know if it connects or not. But I am seeing this child. It's like something that he's very familiar with, and he's been there before. He knows how to move around in that area. He's not afraid of getting lost. Like he knows. It's like he has like a setup, and he knows exactly where to go, how to get out, how to get in, like how to navigate. And maybe to other people that might be terrifying, but whatever I'm seeing is like he's like good, and he's young. I want to say he's like 8, maybe, between 6 to 8. I feel more like 6, honestly. He's like young, but 6 to 8, I'll give it. And the wheat for me, when I think about that, is like in tarot terms, like in the Empress, it's something that also states like abundance, but there's this very like mature vibe to it. Something about having to like grow up maybe quicker than we were supposed to, or getting that sense of like being mature for your age, because I feel like he grew up on this like farm or on this land, like feet super dirty, like playing in the dirt and just being outside. But there's a sense of like lackluster here, like something is just missing. Like there's no, like I don't really see any colors, I don't see any like kid-like activities, there's no like playing, there's no flowers, there's no like, it's quiet, like there's not a lot of energy here. It feels like this really bland, honestly, like void of happiness, void of play, void of color type of life. It's very, very, very weird. Yeah, it's definitely the wheat. But, okay, so that's weird. That could be something for somebody. That's very odd. But there's this sense almost of like, the way I kind of put it together is like searching for more in a way, because there's nothing there, hence coming to the threshold. Which the threshold in this case could be where that field meets the road, where that field meets the end of the property or something like that. Let's see if anything else wants to come out here. But the gear type of shape in here definitely makes me think that there is a sense of getting the gears going to find it, or having that sense inside of you of like, there has to be more, and I have to go find this, and like, this can't be all that there is to life. Like, there has to be color, there has to be vibrancy, there has to be more to this. Like, this can't be it, and if this is it, like, damn, you know, do I want to be a part of this? Like, I get this sense of wanting to like run away from that place. Like, it's somewhere that you're familiar, but it's a place that you're, you know, the familiarity isn't, there's nothing fun there. Again, been there, done that, got the t-shirt type of vibe. The place that you're familiar and comfortable is no longer bringing you life or bringing you abundance, because we, in its own right, is, okay, I guess I'll take that one, very symbolic. And then you have the vow, which, look, has a bird. That is insane. These are not paid. These are just by the element. They're collective. We're doing Earth right now. Look at that. That's insane. So the way that I feel about this, the threshold, we have this Gnosis card here, okay? And then the vow. This is the threshold one last time, okay? All of you guys, all of my friends in the chat right now, shut the fuck up. So this vibe for me says that you were meant for so much more than where you are and what you're doing, who you've become. There's more. And this place that you're comfortable, you're there because it's comfortable, but it's void of life, and it's void of color, and it's void of happiness for you. It's like, you know the grounds, you know your way around, like you understand the way the world works there. But there's this stirring inside of you of, what if there's more? What if there's something else for me? What if there's something more vibrant? What if there's something more beautiful than this? Like, I love this, but what if it's just not hitting anymore, you know? Shit slaps, only for so long. So the way I feel about this is that the gears are kind of turning inside of you, and this might, I'm going to read them to you as well, but the gears could be seriously turning inside of you, calling you almost towards this threshold, calling you towards the threshold, being like, come closer, come to the edge. Because that's what I'm seeing is like the edge of that field meets the road. The edge of that field meets some other property or meets some other line. That threshold is two very separate places. And it's almost like you can get to this boy they're showing me is at the end of this field and can see it. It's right there. Like, you just got to cross the road, you know? This whole reading is insane, I know. So this for me is crossing the road, right? Why did the chicken cross the road? Well, maybe there's some cool shit on the other side. I don't know. But this is definitely getting the gears turning. That's how I see this. It's like we're getting the gears turning. I almost see this as very like Wheel of Fortune energy, where it's like it's pushing you closer and closer and closer to the edge, to the threshold, to the line. You are getting to that line of where the property ends. And I almost feel like it's at the end of your comfort zone, almost in a way. Like you're getting to the very edge of what makes you comfortable, of what you've known, what you've done. You're familiar. You know it like the back of your hand. But it's like, well, now you've done that. So, like, now what? You know what I'm saying? Now what? And then the vow says to me that you made a vow or a soul contract, possibly in a past life, right? Because before we come here, before you reincarnate, you as a soul are like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here. I'm going to do this job. I'm going to meet these people. I'm going to learn these lessons, blah, 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 blah. I see you guys mingling in the comments. Okay? One of you lives next door. So, listen, okay? But this is, I think, a soul contract that you have vowed to do this thing. And so it stirs inside of your soul, calling you to do it. This is, again, the crone. You could be you know, like, so the archetypes, this deck, the archetypes are literally energies, like I said, that you need to embody. And I think it's kind of asking you right now to embody that energy of the Chrome. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. You've already done that in this place. Now, Maiden Mother Crone, it's like you start all over once you cross the threshold, and you get the whole other chance to move through this trifecta of energies or archetypes. The Maiden being, you know, maybe a little bit, I don't know about naive, but kind of like open to possibilities. Whereas the Crone is like, done everything around here. Done everything around where you are. You're running circles around your job because you've been there so long. You're running circles around the place that you live because you've done everything there. You've hit all those spots. You've eaten all those restaurants. You've done this. You've done that. Whatever, right? And so there's this sense of kind of letting life unfold instead of being in that maiden energy, because you've been in one place for so long, where it's like you did it all. You checked off all those boxes. You don't need to do it anymore. You did that. Bought stocks in the company. Yes. Yes. So I feel like this is a stirring inside of your soul, meaning like, hey, don't forget, like, you vowed to this, you made that contract that you were going to go do this thing, that you were going to cross the road, that you were going to meet me at the threshold, and all they want you to do is just meet them at the threshold, because if they can get you that far, then the rest will kind of come easy, you know, or easier. Like, if they can get you that far, they can get to you better, or they can let you, like, you can see. Because while that child is also running through these wheat fields, like, you can't see anything. You got nothing. You only have what's in front of you. You can only basically look down at your feet because you can't see anything else. So you're just right ahead of you or down at your feet. You're just, like, very diligently looking at that path, or diligently just kind of like, okay, step and step and step and step. But it's like, if you would look up, you'd realize there's a whole other place across the street. Okay, I'm going to read them to you like I said, but I hope thus far, that is just my intuitive interpretation, okay? I'm going to read these to you guys. Hold on, I just got to find the, I want to find like the, I wonder if there's like a thing. What am I looking for? What's the word for that? Like a directory type thing in the front so I can find them easier? It's kind of what I'm looking for. But I actually don't think there is one. Okay. So, yeah, there isn't one. Well, that's rude. Okay. The threshold. We gotta find that one, which would be in the place. This is a place, so we're gonna find that. Kind of a bummer that there's no like directory type thing there. Okay, here's some of the places here. Where are you? Guys, what the heck? Oh, there it is. Okay. The door, the gate, the initiation. In Hindu mythology, Ganesh is the ultimate gatekeeper. Look to the great elephant god for support. Hecate, oh, this is the second mention of Hecate. Janus and Mention are also watching over you. Crossing a threshold may not always be voluntary. Sometimes we are thrown across the boundary through circumstances far beyond our control. Either way, we cannot go back. So again, there's the hesitancy, right? They're just both like, yeah, 100%. My cat's psychotic, so. When it's in light, growth, individuation, ease in the liminal. When it's in dark energy, it's resistance, refusal to grow, barriers, and boundaries. That's what it is. It's a boundary. That's the threshold, a boundary. So this says, we cross thresholds continually, consciously and unconsciously. Doorways, gates, and entryways grace our path on a daily basis. When this card arises, it signifies that the precipice you stand upon is not your typical one. You have arrived at a threshold of initiation, here to usher you into a new reality. It requires you to leave behind the you that you thought was so well formed. A new frontier calls. This is not easy work. Threshold initiation means a part of you will be lost in order to make space for what is next. A metaphorical death must occur. So again, the crone energy is like you got to the end of the line, right? Some may not recognize you. You may struggle to recognize yourself. The ground seems to crumble as you free fall into your new reality. This is the liminal realm. One step, dear friend. Just take that one necessary step towards the future that calls you. That's the specific part. That calls you. I think that's the gear turning that we talked about here. Okay, I'm going to read that one next. Felix, I love you, buddy, but I just can't feed you at every waking moment when you decide that you need to eat. I do love you, though. Sorry. Okay. So, innermost knowing, mystic truths. Those who say they know, don't. And those who say they don't know, know. Absolutely spot on. Okay, good. This card relates to the riddle and the shapeshifter. All concern themselves with revealing mystic truths. When it's in light energy, contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions. When in dark energy, over-intellectualizing and literalizing, asking others. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures and scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, I'm going to call it gnosis because that's what it sounds like to me, points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Oh, I love that. Those who are drawn to gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, likely involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip towards mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a, quote, knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. So there's that. Okay? And now I want to read the vow, because, like, hot damn, that's crazy. Let's read that one. And then, honestly, like, I might just pull, like, one or two tarot cards, but I kind of think this sums it up for y'all. I'm not going to lie. Just saying. All right. So the flame, the tear, riddle. Okay. The vow, the promise, the oath, and the contract. Did I not say soul contract? Anytime the energy of the vow is present, we are in the archetypal realm of ceremony and ritual. That means time is standing still and anything is possible. Obsessed. Think of the last promise that you made. Was it to yourself or another? Has it been upheld or broken? Soul contract. When in light energy, it's bearing witness to the shift towards destiny. When in dark, it's unconscious vows, unkept promises, and messy karma. It says if you want to go deeper to learn the yamas, so Yamas, and she says that these are the 5 vows of the seeker. Honestly, I kind of want to look it up, not going to lie. I'm sure you guys are fine with it. 5 vows of the seeker. I actually did, I think, a reading for, and it's 222. I did a reading for Aquarius a while ago, actually, and, ow, will you please stop? I think that Aquarius video was titled, like, The Seeker. So, it's on my YouTube somewhere, so I would go look for that if you have Aquarius in your chart, too. But, yeah. So, the yamas. So, non-violence, truthfulness, non-stealing, moderation of the senses and the right use of energy, and then non-greed. When the vow is spoken, the air shifts. Karmic ties, soul contracts, are formed, and destiny tilts on its axis. Our words and intentions have immense power. There is a reason that great mythic stories of our past often include the recitation of oaths and the mix of drops of blood as a mark of union. I was talking about union. The tricky part is that reciting the vow, no matter how casually, activates the eternal and unseen forces of the world. The ancestors bear witness. The laws of nature respond. These promises cannot be unsaid or forgotten, so breaking them can leave lingering complexities and loose ends. This card calls us to acknowledge the vow that we are living by consciously or unconsciously, and either recommit to it or create a virtual, or sorry, if I didn't have a cat hanging from the back of my chair. Hold on a second. It's just making me super anxious. He's gonna have to hang out in the hallway. All right. Either recommit to it or create a ritual that signifies its closure. You've been underestimating the power of your promises. Pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. So, I have to put these back now. This deck, like, I was saying this last night where I was like, I think the deck is gonna call to me, and it's just gonna be, like, very particular about, like, who it wants to connect with and what it wants to convey, and, like, it's just gonna be, like, specific, and it has spoken. So I feel like if you guys are, you know, kind of feeling the stirring inside of you to, you know, find the boundary, find the line, like, find the threshold, honestly, talking a lot about the vow and, like, the soul contracts, I think that it'll be enough if you guys literally just say out loud, like it's talking about, even remotely, just saying out loud casually, just a little bit, just like 2 words being like, I accept. Your intention is everything, and just saying like, I accept, you know, yes, please help me, or whatever, I think is going to usher in all this energy. That's what gets the gear turning, is that you need to just accept and set the attention if that's what you want. And I think until then, that stirring in your soul is just going to grow and grow and grow until it, you know, comes to fruition, basically. It's kind of how I feel. Started something and we call ourselves Starlight Seekers. Yeah, there's an Aquarius video. I think it was honestly a while ago, but I'm pretty sure I called it like the Seeker or something. It was really cool. So I talked a lot about channeling and, you know, connecting in that way. So actually see, I can actually probably take a look right now. I'll take a deep breath before we start air signs, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, honestly, for earth signs. I don't think there's any reason to pull tarot cards or anything. Like, that was wild. That was fucking wild. Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, it's perfect for you then. I'm trying to see if I can find it. I think it was all the way down here. It was a while ago. So there's, from like 11 months ago, it's the March Aquarius video on my channel on YouTube. It's titled, We Die to Be Born Again. That's one of them. That one was a very unique one. Very, very, very unique one. And then, trying to find this other one for you real quick. I think it might be the November one, actually. You're a channeler and a healer. I think that might have been the one, because I don't see any others. So I think that's, as far as like the titles being close. So yeah, I think it's those. So the March one or on the November one might be something for Aquarius you might want to check out. But okay. Oracle's where it's at, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. Let me know. Let me know if it resonates. It is linked in my bio, like I said, so you should be able to find it pretty easily. But okay, so air signs. So this will be Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I feel like I have to also, like, mention this too to you guys. Like, I get a lot of questions about, like, you know, North Node, purpose, mission, and if people don't know, the North Node is where you find those things, and I feel like I have to mention that, because this is a very, like, the Earth sign reading we did was very much about, like, mission, purpose, what have you. So think about it in a really, like, super simple way, is that if you have an earth sign for your North Node, a part of your, you know, purpose, mission, whatever, is to build something, whether it's for yourself or other people. It's about building something and creating a foundation. And if it is a water sign that's your North Node, this is going to be about your emotions. So it's going to be some sort of emotional ride, which may be developing more in a certain type of way or dialing back, just depending on, you know, which sign it is. Air is going to be some sort of north node about community or communication or the way that you're, you know, processing. And then fire being passion and motivation and all those good types of things. So think about it that way. But Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We gotta get into that energy here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Get in there. Yeah, fire was in the beginning. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, air signs. Wow, tell me how I just shuffled all of that and you also have Burning Man. Just like fire. Collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of Cups, and celebration. That's so interesting. Yeah, fire is first because it's Aries season. And then the other card here you have is Witch's Wounds. Remedy, magical medicine, sacred heart, and another day. This does feel like a little bit of like anger or a little bit of maybe resentment or something of some kind. I get big like 3 of Swords vibes with this because it's going through the heart in the center. Especially combined with that fire. I feel a lot of like you guys maybe got dealt cards that were unfair to you. Because I just feel like, I feel this energy like in my throat chakra of someone like yelling. My throat feels like hoarse and like it hurts a little bit. Like it feels like like scratchy. And then I sound like that. I just get a sense of like, it wasn't fair to me. I didn't deserve that. There just feels like anger and resentment and hurt and pain. Like so much so. And then this card underneath is also roots. So respect, survival, liberation, and freedom. And so I think the period that you're in is about releasing whatever that pain is and releasing whatever that resentment is and that, you know, that anger that's possibly sitting inside of you. I really do think it's about releasing this right now. I feel like it's really building within you and it's something that needs to be released, hence the Burning Man. So releasing that, very much so. The fact that it's called Witch's Wounds for me makes me feel like it's very much so generational and something that maybe you have you've brought with you. This card, the Roots card, that normally is kind of like, you know, happy and such, but what I feel like is this is a real 6 of Cups energy for some reason for me. So it's something that is past life, or it's something that you've dealt with in the past, and maybe it's just generational. So like your grandma did it, your mom did it, now you do it type of thing. But it's passed along in like basically the worst way possible. And I feel like you're really getting the brunt of it. Like, you know, I didn't ask to be born. The throat. Oh, I don't like that. Ow. Whew. I feel like I can sense like the in my throat chakra is just so unhappy. Ooh. Oh no, don't like that. Yeah, I just get the sense of someone like screaming. Like, you need to release it. Whatever it is, it has to come out, and it has to be released, and it has to be dealt with, it has to be brought up, and it has to be transmuted and released. Because the Burning Man that we talked about with fire is that you're setting the shit on fire and letting it go to spirit. It's releasing, clearing, purification, cleansing, right? And also, yeah, guys, definitely join Patreon and Discord. For sure, Discord, because I'm going to try to post this stuff up basically in the Sunday readings little topic so you guys can see them and connect with them more. But yeah, so I feel like this is something that has to come up. It's like, I didn't ask for this, you know, I didn't ask to be born. I didn't ask to be born into this life. I didn't ask for this type of, you know, like, setting. Like, I didn't ask to be dealt these cards in my life, but it's what I was dealt with, and it sucks, and I hate it, and I want to change it, and I don't want to do it anymore. You know, I don't want to be stuck here. I don't want to be stuck in this energy, and I feel like, you know, you guys might feel this pressure of, like, it is up to me to change it. Like, right here, right now, like, it ends right here, generationally, like, down the line. It ends right here. Because you're going to have to transmute that, and know that, like, you're not just transmuting your own. Like, you're somehow... I have such bad chills. You guys, your vessel right now is being used to not only transmute yours, but all of that anger that has come from other generations forward. You're not only stopping it where it is, but you're trying to transmute it from all those other generations where it's come from, so no one has to do it anymore. So you're not only just ending it, but helping all of your ancestors release that shit. So it's not just for you, hence witches' wounds. I feel like it's so ancestral. Sacred Heart. There's something here that definitely, it's anger, man. It is angry and hateful, and there's so much resentment. And I don't mean it hateful in like a malicious way, but you're so mad. You know, I didn't ask to do this. Like, I didn't want to do this, like shadow work. And I feel like it's a little bit of a resentment of, like, why did I have to be so woke? So that way, you know, I wouldn't have to deal with this. So I wouldn't have to be aware of my wounds, or aware of the childhood trauma, or aware of all these subconscious blocks. Like, why couldn't I just live in bliss like everybody else and just live a normal fucking life? But instead, here I am, like, miserable, just constantly working through pain all the time. It stops with me. Heck yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel you. My childhood was not, you know, easy ride. But you're right. It's not just, that gave me chills. It's not just our anger, right? It's not just yours. It's ancestral, the anger that has been brought with you. The anger, the resentment, the pain, the hurt. It's this, like, the suffering that has lingered for way too many generations, way too long. Way too long. I feel like it never ends. Look what's on the bottom too. Number 9, which of course is, you know, humanitarian. It's release. It's getting to that end period. You're persevering, right? It's vervain everlasting, spellbound, soul alignment, release, and protection. Look at that. Needed to hear this. I got you, girl. I got you. They're sitting there watching you do this. And look, hidden familiars also here. Allies, natural assistance, divine support, and comfort. So spirit animals might be big for you guys too, right? So rabbit, you got the wolf here. That to me looks more like a hawk because the wingspan. But yeah, like, you guys have support while you're doing this for sure. But this is a contract. It's ancestral. You brought it with you. And, you know, it's like no one comes out the gate and reincarnates here and does it right the first time. That's why we all have so many past lives. Because we're coming back to fix it and fix it and fix it and fix it. And all those times coming back, fixing it, it's like it's finally gotten to the point where you guys that are listening and resonating to this right now are like the chosen ones who are going to cut that shit right out. You're like, it stops here, it stops with me, and I'm going to help transmute all of that other shit from forever ago. So your ancestors are kind of like counting on you in a way. Like, you're doing some really big work right now. You're not just doing a little, you know, meditation for yourself and being like, I feel better. Like, you're trying to actually erase this, release, done, goodbye. And that also, you know, that brings so much healing to those realms, to those lines, to those timelines, to those, you know, ancestors individually. And then if you have children as well, then it creates something better for the future. So you're lightening that up and releasing this so that way future generations can, you know, prosper and get what they need, right? So I love that. Let's get some tarot cards, I think. So air signs. feel like you guys really feel like you kind of got the shit end of the stick here. One more. Man. Is this? Oh my God, there's Marisha. I was like, did Marisha pop in? I thought I saw her. Marisha, we're on air signs. Of course you would pop in right now. Wow, 4 of Wands, the Lovers. Woo! 10 of Swords reverse. Dang, dang, dang. You guys are really, like, making a better place for your ancestors, honestly. You really are. You're changing everything. Everything. Ten of Pentacles. Oh, man, this is great. So much release and so much clearing. You guys are really changing this shit up for... If you do choose to have kids, generations after you, you know what I mean, will have so much more. But you're also helping, like, free your ancestors from these shackles of really shitty energy that they have had to deal with. You're the one sitting there and breaking them free from this. So 4 of Wands and the Lovers here, I definitely just see as this energy of coming together, of union in some type of way, right? So 2 people, 2 people. It can be masculine and feminine since that's in both of these, but I just see each of these as more of it's these unified forces, right? The Lovers is supposed to be 2 people coming together, and it's kind of like you open up this energy. Opening up this energy, the fact that it's in water here says to me also that there's like open heart centers and there's a lot of emotion going on within whatever, you know, you guys are doing, especially if you're doing a lot of the releasing of like generational stuff. And then also these 2 dolphins. Dolphins, if we're talking about, you know, like romantic stuff, dolphins, they say, are kind of like twin flame-esque in a way. They make for like it's partnership, right? So that's what I'm trying to get across here, is this partnership, this opening up of energies. It like opens up this kind of portal in a way where you get to bring in all of these nicer energies, or you get to, you know, release those subconscious blocks, and you get to rid yourself. Oh look, there's bunnies in this one too. So bunnies in that, and then you also have the rabbit here. But yeah, this is opening up this like portal, or opening up this better energy to come through, because 4 of Wands is union, and I feel like that's what you're doing. You're releasing those blocks and releasing the pain for yourself and your ancestors, and it brings in and ushers in this more like open heart center type of energy. The fact that she's like in the water kind of opening up her body like that body language is like, I'm open and I'm ready to receive, like, you know what I mean? And I think it'll also, like, possibly even help the connection between you and your ancestors as well. Because, like, I feel so much, like, pressure on you right now. The pressure feels real. Having 10 of Swords reversed for me is also, like, you know, we're done. Like, we did it. We're good. You don't need 10 swords to kill a person. Like, 1 will suffice. This is overkill. Okay? So this is, like, you're going through a lot. And the way that you're transmuting this and dealing with it is heavy and it's hard and it's difficult. But it reaps great rewards and is going to bring you so much joy, I think. And it's going to, I think, open up new doors. Personally, I just feel that in an intuitive way of you connecting with your ancestors. I think you'll feel like a lot more connected to them, and this will open up new opportunities in that way. I'm just seeing so many animals in all these cards, and I've like never noticed any of them before. Like, there's a turtle in this card, which I did not know. But there's a turtle in here, so that might be for somebody as well. I don't know what the symbolism is for that. But, 10 of Pentacles is like, you got it all, right? It's like happily ever after almost. I just feel this, like, release. And then it's like, finally, you know, I can breathe. So this is a lot of inner work. Quite a lot of inner work, and I just feel that anger coming up. So when it comes up, you know, you have to learn how to release it. Like, you can't just kind of whimsically be like, okay, I'm angry. Like, now what, though? What are you going to do with it now? You know, like, you have to know how to clear those things and transmute them and get rid of them. That's important. Feeling them is half the battle. Being aware of them is half the battle, but you can't ignore it. Like, you have to physically kind of do something with the energy, right? 6 of Pentacles, too, is like calling in that balance here. It's like a hierarchy, so it's almost like someone throw me a bone, and I feel like you're getting that here, because I think you're doing a great job. It's very heavy, but you're doing what you need to do, and you should really be proud of yourself for that. It's heavy work that you've been tasked with, and it's absolutely unfair that you guys got to be the ones to do it, not only for yourself, but for everybody else. But, you know, the thing is like, you were the only one who could get it right, and they chose you to do it for that reason. You're the only one that could get it right, and that's why they chose you, okay? And all that jazz. Yeah, have fun. And then you have Wheel of Fortune, which I just kind of see as, again, breaking free out of those shackles and just breaking free from those generational curses, breaking free from those shackles of what your ancestors have kind of attached you to. You're creating a better space for you, for your friends, for your loved ones, for possibly if you have children, whatever. You're creating a completely new energy and creating an entirely new path. It's like the butterfly effect. You know, changing this now will change things forever. And I think you guys, again, need to give yourself more credit for that. Okay? All right, so air signs, that's the reading for you. And then we're going to do water. Okay. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Kind of get the sense that water signs are like, there's like a sense of goodbye, and I can't exactly tell if this is like goodbye forever or like, but there's some sort of sense of like release as well here. But the way it's coming across to me is a goodbye of some kind, saying goodbye to something. Kind of feels bittersweet here. I don't feel like you guys are 100% like ready to say goodbye, but it kind of feels like the energy is still presenting itself for you, whatever that means. I keep seeing this card. That's what keeps popping up. It's the Salamander. Creative work, infinite wisdom, and alchemy. So I think it's just because something is outdated and old, and it's time to say goodbye to that for whatever reason. Let's see. It's like you guys need to kind of like sow something else, like start some new seeds here. Get something else going for yourself. But as with most water signs, there is obviously a little bit of a resistance to let go and release something here. I kind of feel like it's a person, or it's something that someone represented maybe in your life as well. It could go either way. It's up to you guys how that resonates, but... yeah, I just kind of feel like a solemn, like, sadness a little bit here. It's nothing like depression-wise, but it does feel like kind of knowing that a time in your life is ending and having to come to terms with that somehow. Whatever it is. I mean, it could be anything. Like some sort of phase or cycle in your life is ending, and I think it's just a little bit bittersweet. Because that's like the death and rebirth. It's very Scorpio-esque. I get a lot of like Cancer energy with this, to be completely honest. But it could be, obviously, could apply to any of the signs. But I do feel a lot of Cancer energy coming through. It's definitely a sense of like, I know I should probably let this go and release it, but I don't want to and I'm not ready. So this is quite a lot. Yeah, they said put these back. Okay. That was weird. My God, why can't I pick these up? Wow. There it is. Look at that. I accidentally snapped a leaf. No! I'm so sorry. Salamander. I never know how to pronounce this, but it seems like Ouroboros. Creative work and infinite wisdom, alchemy. I want to read this to you guys. Like I said, it's a card that I was like, keeps coming up. Well, now it's here. Oh, nice. Oh, and I opened to it. Okay, 23, which is a 5, so you need to embrace change. Which is what it is, right? Small lizard-like creatures with slim bodies and short tails. In the tarot, salamanders are depicted within the suit of wands, another symbol of fire and creativity, and each time they are drawn in circular form, as if attempting to reach their own tails. This image is in fact a reference to the ancient esoteric symbol of the Ouroboros, a sacred symbol of infinity, never ending and never dying. When wood was brought indoors and placed into the fire, salamanders would appear from the flames. It is for this reason folklore associates the creature with the element of fire, despite them being water-based. Perhaps also this gives the salamander the ability to be understood as a creature of dual balance. That's interesting. Salamanders have been recorded in multiple medieval texts on alchemy and magic, even appearing in notes by Aristotle and Leonardo da Vinci. Salamanders teach us to step into our power and show others what we're made out of. Oh, I love that. To learn to adapt to changing environments and survive at all costs. Call on their spirits when you need aid in facing adversity, comfort in changing surroundings, to add energy to a forgotten or neglected cause, or bridge passions with grounded reality. There is no task too big for the salamander to work on. Energy is shifting course, and you are being guided to prepare for change and metamorphosis. There is no turning back or hiding away now. The spirits know that you're ready. Are there projects left unfinished? Are you procrastinating over your next moves? Nudge yourself back to creative work and keep that fire burning alive. If the fire is beginning to flicker, the responsibility falls to you. When you finally own the wisdom of your creative aptitude, you'll be able to teach others to ignite their flames as well. And then it says the spell in the back, if you guys are interested. This is a spell for transformation and change. Light 3 red candles and say, I ask for the transformative power of the salamanders. Place a charcoal disc on a ceramic plate with one of the candles and say, I call upon the guardians of fire and change. Place some frankincense, resin, incense on the disc and watch as the smoke curls around and cleanses your space. Say, with this smoke, I transmute and evolve. I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. Concentrate on the flame and smoke. You may see visions or have messages come to you, whispers of what to do next. So, if you guys don't have all that, don't feel like you gotta, like, go get the candles and, like, do the whole thing, like, you don't. But you can still meditate on this energy and just burn incense instead and just call on those energies. You could even do, like, stare into the flame and call on those energies and just, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. With the smoke, I transmute and evolve, etc. So, try that out, okay? Yeah, look at this. Oh, I love it. Underneath, mantra medicine, command, song, incantation, and containment. So, they want you to speak it into existence, okay? Speak it into existence. That's important here. All right, water signs. Let's get some tarot cards. How is Burning Man everywhere? Everywhere. Get over there. How is this possible? I went to go pick up my deck and the whole thing like exploded in my hands. Look at the cards here too. That just, the ones that specifically came out of the deck when I grabbed it was the Lovers. You have Three of Swords reversed. And the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Spirit is trying to help you, and you need to help yourself by clearly letting go and letting the transformation happen. Okay? But we're going to actually shuffle now and see what comes out. That was just very weird. But it's like a rave in the desert. Yes. Okay, water signs. I just love the very long-term relationship. You gotta release, let go, let the transformation happen. Christy, I don't know if you figured out Discord either. Definitely let me know. It should connect you automatically, like I said. Okay, one more. One more. Look. Again. I just figured it out. Okay, good. The Lovers again at the bottom. You guys. So the Lovers is not just about romantic partnerships. It can be, of course. This could be a final goodbye in the sense of you releasing a person from your life that you once loved. Now you're like, it's not it anymore. It doesn't hit, right? So this can also, however, be the unification. It's a crossroads. Because the Hierophant is about, like, that's what would come before this. The Hierophant's number 5. It's about creating some sort of strong foundation. And you can have the foundation, but then the next step on top of that is that now you have to blend those energy together. It's about taking those two polar opposites and blending them together to create one whole. So it's also the masculine and the feminine coming together to be whole within. So, you know, a little bit of masculine energy is the go-getter attitude. A little bit of the feminine is being in receptivity, allowing things to come in when they please, and being in a state of flow. What's going on for the water signs? There's the Three of Swords again. You guys are bummed out, whatever this is. Like, it's pain and it's heartache and it's sadness. Kind of stuck with this little cloud hovering over you right now, trying to move through something. But, I mean, like I just read all about in that card, it's like, it's a time for transformation. I think that your intuition is telling you something and you don't want to hear it. This could be you guys. This could also be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. You also have Justice, which could be Libra energy. There is like an emotional balance. I think that's really needed. Oh, you guys got some interesting shit going on. King of Cups and Justice over here. Following that, you also have King of Pentacles. So this could be two different people, or this could be you honestly weighing two options. I kind of think it's you weighing the two options, and that might be what the Lovers card was, because I almost see this as the emotional side of it, following your heart, kind of going with what you feel on whatever it is that's happening in your life, right? And then this is the more logical side that's happening. So I feel like that's each of these two scales is logical versus emotional. Your heart space versus your crown and your like your third eye. You know, this type of energy is back and forth. It's like mind over matter. We got to pick one, right? Head versus heart. So I kind of feel like that's the energy you're in right now. If it's romantic, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Libra, or possibly any of the earth signs. More so, I feel like Taurus and Capricorn here with King of Pentacles. I want to say Taurus more so with this one. I don't know why, but could be, or just could be the energy presenting itself. But you guys with the High Priestess reverse here, this is a Pisces energy. This is like your guides or your intuition is telling you what you need to hear. They're giving you the information you need. They're like absolutely telling you what you need to know. But it's not enough for you, for whatever reason. It's not enough. The world in reverse is that you're trying to move out of this. So it could be moving out of this energy, but the world can also indicate that you're literally trying to move. Like trying to move physically somewhere else and kind of like start anew. It's up to you, but it can sometimes indicate travel, okay? I just see this more so as moving out of one energy and into another. That's the transformative energy. We don't want to see things die. We don't want to experience the symbolic death or even real death. But a part of the cycle of life is that things must die to be able to be born again, or to be reborn. You need death in order to get the rebirth. You have to, it's like light with dark. It has to go together. You can't have one without the other. So I kind of feel like that's what's happening here, is that your intuition is telling you, but you're kind of like, no, like, I don't want to deal with that, or I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to hear it. And instead you're just kind of chilling in this energy, but it's because your own doing. Okay? It's just because your own doing. The world has all of the fixed signs on it, so to me, it's a very stubborn energy. It's very stubborn, like digging your heels into the ground. No, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to let go. No, I don't. No, 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 and no again. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Trying to allow my heart to be open. That's what I'm saying. Yep, High Priestess is like, there's stuff that you can't see, though, so you can't, you're blocking kind of like your abundance. And I know the element of surprise or the element of unknown is probably just like, I don't know if I want to do that, but it feels like to me that there could be wonderful things here for you, but you just can only see what's in front of you. Okay? You're kind of stuck in that disappointment or the heartache of like, I would lose this person maybe, so I would lose this and I would lose that and I would miss this about them. You don't want to fully say goodbye to a person or a job or some energy in your life. You're like, I'm not finished with that cycle yet. And you're sitting here with the Two of Wands and that crossroads energy, because you know that. And look at Wheel of Fortune on the bottom too. It's some Jupiter energy, so expansion, okay? This is you knowing that things have to change and have to move. And in whatever way that is, it just can't be where you are right now. The unknown, as someone, that I know very well, who's in the kitchen probably, or putting her dead plants to rest, has said to me yesterday, is that you can either look at the unknown as something wonderful and open to it and be excited about it, or you can look at the unknown as something terrifying and hate the fact that it's the unknown. But it's all about perspective, and whichever one that you choose, it will be. Devil, Capricorn energy. This is what I'm saying. You are tying yourself down to where you are. The crone, we just talked about you, right? Virgo energy, Taurus for you. It's the crone energy. The toxic energy here that you guys are needing to release is the fact that you want to stay in one place and you're resistant to change. Whether it's energetic or it's literal movement, whatever it is, you are resistant to change. You are very much resistant to change. That's what this toxic trait is. That's what you're tying yourself to. You are tying yourself to this one place, and that could be why I also felt the Cancer energy of like, you're so resistant to seeing things change. And the change doesn't have to be bad. It's just about the way that you view it when it happens. The Fool in reverse. Shocking. You do not want to see the positives. You're just not like ready for that. You're just not ready for that. Look, you got Death at the bottom. It's time. Eight of Cups. Time to leave. The Sun in reverse. You're not happy. There's Scorpio and this is Leo energy. You're not happy where you are and you're not fulfilled. And I feel like this Eight of Cups showing up as you kind of walking away from your guides, being like, hey, and you're like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. But you're uninterested. You're completely disinterested and it's absolute garbage. You're like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Like, stop. Like, you're like, no. The Fool in reverse, a pick between two different people. They could be representing two very different energies. So if it's two different people that you are having to choose from to let go of one and move towards another, this could be like, do you want to be with someone who's a little bit more grounding and blah, 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 or do you want someone who's more empathetic, creative, kind, open, whatever? Do you know what I'm saying? F you, Shay. So it could be between two people, because like I said, I saw the Lovers earlier, but Justice is indicating that there's balance that's needed here. It's never going to be one way or the other. It's not a decision that's going to be easy for you, but this is Spirit being like, dude, you're sitting there on the precipice of change. Whether you want to be there or not, you're sitting on the precipice of change. Like, what are you going to do? Because at one point, the energy is just going to move you. You're going to have to pick one. So you want to be well prepared for the choice, or you want the choice to happen for you. Tower in reverse. You sat there for way too long. Get up. You've been there for way too long. Make a move, make a change, do something, talk about it, you know, talk about it, be about it, whatever you want to do, but you gotta change. You have to change. I know you guys don't want to hear that, especially Scorpios. I know y'all don't want to hear it as a fixed sign. And Cancers, I know y'all don't want to hear it because you guys have a hard time letting go of anything. I love you. It's just the truth. The Fool in reverse. Can you clarify that, please? And it's so funny because, yeah, I've built so much here. I put so much into this person. I put so much into this relationship. I know where all these things are. I know where all the cool spots are. I know where all the cool restaurants are. I know where all the things are. I already know this place. I already know this thing. I already know this energy. So you guys, like, what was that for, earth signs and, like, the threshold? Like, you might have earth in your chart, water and earth together. Look at this. You put in so much work, and you're kind of looking back on this being like, do you plant more? Do I, you know, reap this harvest now? Or, like, you know what I'm saying? What do we do here? But, like, you sitting in this place is really just, you're just delaying this inevitable energy with Judgment. Is like leveling up or ascension. It's awakening. It's a completion of some kind. You want to make the right choice for whatever reason, and I think that, honestly, you just don't want to make the choice that you're being called to that you know that you should, because I think it's just unfamiliar, and that feels gross. Like, that's an ick. You know what I'm saying? Stuck between picking a Cancer or Cap. There you go, yep. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so I see you guys kind of making some move in this direction, right? You're moving slowly, but, you know, you're moving. Look at the Lovers again. Okay, you're slowly moving towards some sort of union or moving towards some sort of connection, okay? It could be connecting the dots, connecting the pieces. This is masculine and feminine, possibly. Like I said, those two people that you could be choosing between, okay? Excuse me. But like I said, before the Lovers, you have the Hierophant, which is the combining of forces almost, right? If you think about it, marrying two people, you create a brand new union. Bring two people together, create a new union. That's this, right? So for me, this is, I see you slowly moving. As time goes on, I think you're looking and you're contemplating and the energy's there. You're not completely closed off, but you definitely are resistant, okay? We'll pull a couple more and then I'll probably leave it there. Why the resistance? What's the issue here? I mean, at least you're making, you know, moves here, slowly, but you are. I think your guides are kind of finally starting to get to you, because they're probably sending you a boatload of messages. Via, like, angel numbers or something. I feel like they're slowly getting in your head and convincing you by far, but... Why the resistance? Whoa. Oh, because it's a lot of work. That's what it is. It's a lot of work. That's the resistance. It's a fucking lot of work. You guys are like, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to have to start over and put all the work into something else. Oh, lazy motherfucker. I don't want to have to put in all this work and dedication somewhere else, because you've already built what you have now in the energy that you're sitting in. So it's like, do I want to, like, uproot that and do a whole new thing? Wheel of Fortune is like, no, bitch, no. No. No, bitch, no. Yeah. No, absolutely not. This is the resistance. You're afraid that you're going to put all this time in, you're going to make these big moves, you're going to end these cycles, make these huge changes, and then you're going to be fucked once you do. But I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen. I don't. I really do not. Because I think everything that I'm seeing is you unhappy in the place that you're at, whatever energy that is. And I think you guys are like, I'm going to be fucked if I do this. Like, I'm going to be screwed over. I'm not going to have what I need. It's like I could just stay where I'm at and in this comfortable position where things are kind of like predictable in a way. So you're not faced with this uncertainty of what's going to happen. Can I do it? What the fuck is going to happen to me if I do this? So I think, though, having death come out is like accepting the fact that with death also comes rebirth, right? You see, like, what's going on here. This priest is kind of like begging in a way to be like, no, don't do this to us. Don't do this. Don't do this. And there's the resistance. But then you see these people on the ground here being in this type of state physically where they're kneeling is like acceptance of allowing what's to come, allowing that death to unfold, allowing that symbolic transformation of death to just unfold the way it's supposed to here. Instead of begging for this to stop, just kind of knowing that the more that you beg for it to stop or push against it or resist it, it doesn't matter what you do, it's not going to change. When the death card comes out, it's inevitable that this thing is happening no matter what you believe or what you feel. This is an energy, a circumstance, it's an event happening in your life that you just don't have control over. This is really a matter of fate and something happening, and it's going to push you and push you and push you out of that energy until you have no choice but to leave. And so you have no choice but to say fuck it. So you have no choice but to do the thing that you've been knowing this whole time that you have to do, but you haven't been wanting to do it. Preach it. So all these changes coming, definitely. This is death energy comes through. It's like move aside, because this is the natural part of life. Like, yes, you have your say in it, right? You have these feelings of contemplation. You have these feelings of being disinterested and not being fulfilled, of course. So you may want to walk away from something emotionally and let that shitty energy stay in the past. But the thing that's important here is that you don't get control over the cycles of life. You don't have that power. So this cycle of life, from when the seed is planted, it grows, it blooms, it withers, and it dies. You don't get a say. That's why I ended up creating those stickers that I made forever ago, which is death is a call that everyone must answer. At the end of the day, what unifies us all is that we are all born the same way, we come into this world the same way, and we leave the world at some point. It just is what it is. It's a natural cycle of life and death. You can't stop it from happening. So it's kind of like buckle up for the ride and just wave your hands in the air because you're already fucking here, so you might as well just go with it, you know? It's like a roller coaster of life. If you're already strapped in and you can't get off the ride now, it's already started. Might as well just put your hands up and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Alright, guys. That's it. I'm done. My brain hurts and I'm hungry. So, I love you guys very fucking much. I'm going to... Oh, Christy, I see you in the Discord now. That's wonderful. Let me know if you have any issues with Discord or you need anything else from me. But I do see you, which is awesome. But yeah, guys, I mean, if you don't know me, you like the way I read, I'm on here every Sunday at 10:30 a.m. usually. So 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, I'll be back here next Sunday to do the readings. I'm going to post up some of the kind of like bullet points and stuff later on Discord for the Sunday readings as to, what we went over, what we talked about, different resources and stuff for you guys to check out too. So if you're not a part of Patreon and Discord, highly recommend going over there, joining. It's $5 out of your life per month. Hang out with us on Discord. There's going to be so much information. I'm just getting started, so there's going to be a ton of stuff to come. Okay? You're so welcome. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all the support. And those of you who are staying from the beginning and hearing me bitch and complain, love y'all. Happy Aries season. Happy spring equinox. Happy astrological new year. My heart goes out to you guys. Love y'all. I'll be on next Sunday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. Okay? Have a great week if I don't see you before then. I love you guys so much. Mwah! I'll see you there. Bye.